29th day of May 2025. Many people ask me how I get so much topics to talk about. And the reason is that the corruption and the villainy of our government and the government of the EU is so enormous that it's all destroying us. And so you have a wide range of stuff to bring to the attention of viewers. Now, last week there was in the paper where there was houses for sale in Dublin and people slept out in the rain overnight trying to get a home. And many got none. I think that's awful, but that's the big question I ask. Most of the people who slept out and got no houses will go into the ballot box next to them and they'll vote Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, People Before Profit, left-wing parties, Sinn Féin. They'll vote for all of them again. And that's, folks, because you are bloody idiots. You are idiots. The people you voted for are giving the whole wealth and housing away to people from have no connection here due to a mad, idiotic desire to give all that's in the country away, throw it all away, instead of looking after their own. And the reason the government does that is they know that's how you get the idiotic Paddy to vote for you. Give him plenty of abuse and he'll vote for you. Don't give him time to think. That's the policy of government. We see in Britain Starmer's running away up to the north of England now because Farage has him on the run and he's going around trying to damage the limitation. He may be kicked out soon. So that's because the people of Britain, whether you like it or not, are prepared to vote against the government, and that is having an effect, whereas Paddy the Irishman will not vote against the government no matter what you do. And the next election, Matt Carthy will get every number one in Cavan Monaghan. He'll clean up. He'll get 60,000 votes as the idiots as the idiots swallow the lies that they've pushed out on every subject. We've seen the meetings in Carrickmacross and Castleblaney and everything where they say, oh, we must stay together. We mustn't pull apart. We must stay together with his destruction of our country. Now, it's in the paper today, Una Buckley, she's the head of the Department of Energy. I'm not making any comment about her except that she should have come out a lot sooner. 21% of all Ireland's electricity, all Ireland's in the Republic of Ireland, is used on data centres. We have the highest penetration of data centres anywhere in Europe. There's a company called Vantage which is building these. Eamon Ryan has the cheek to come out and pontificate to us about forestry after him being in government for 8 years and in a TD, a politician before that. And during that time, he had to give the green light to all these data centres. Now we have a situation where we won't have electricity for the homes. We won't have water for the homes. And these foreigners can come in and build their data centres and pay dividends to foreign companies and pay the pension funds of the teachers' retirement fund in Canada out of our electricity bill. Now you idiots in Dublin that go down and get the pen. I'm a great old Fianna Fáil, man. I'm a great old Fine Gael, man. And who do you? I'm Sinn Féin. Oh, God, we get United Ireland. And they're going to continue doing this no matter what happens. You can't talk to the thick-headed Paddy. Now, Friends of the Earth has come out mentioning this. Whatever, I don't agree with the climate crack much at all, but I do agree with the useful and wise using of resources, including our fuels. Sinn Féin, the Greens banned oil exploration in Ireland and they ban nuclear power, and meanwhile they allow an explosion of the demand side of data centres. Nobody else wants them. Only Paddy the Irishman is thick enough to think that they're a good idea. There's very few people working in there. 21% of our electricity. And there's days we have no wind energy at all. This was never assessed under the SCA directive, with the result that there's no engineering input. They're burning 56 lorry loads of diesel oil a day because they promised us, the Greens, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, and that old Richard Bruton and them eagles promised us that wind energy and renewable energy leave electricity clean, no fuel, free, for nothing. And we wouldn't need fuel. And they're burning 56 lorry loads of diesel oil a day for emergency generation. And these data centres are burning it, making a complete mockery of the whole idea of reducing and making wise use of fuel. And meanwhile, they have the gall to send Val Martin, I'm a little farmer, letters that I have to get rid of cows. My cows have to go, while they allow this to happen. They never complied with the Strategic Environmental Assessment Directive, and any unfortunate that goes into court with them, they'll put about 6 teams of barristers, and you want to see the way they'll go. And the judges themselves, a judge told me in the case of the North-South Interconnector in 2016 and 17 that Bord Pleanála couldn't have refused it. What kind of law is that? That's the law that the government allowed to be. So all of the 43,000 euros that was spent trying to make submissions on the North-South Interconnector was wasted because the judge said they couldn't refuse it anyway. And that is wrong. That is not what was promised in the Treaty on the Foundation and the Lisbon Treaty of the European Union. Well, there you have it. And I'll bet you what the government will do is they'll plough on with the data centres. This Vantage crowd has been lobbying the government. It's their friends of the earth even, and they're no friends of mine. They're getting, I think, 500,000 the last time I looked off the government. But still, they're making the point. These can go in and lobby the current government. They can lobby Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. We have 8 independent TDs propping up the government. Where are they doing anything about it? They're doing nothing. And the government knows that the only way to ensure Paddy will vote for Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael and keep us in, and we'll get a few old stragglers from the independent side, is to take the electricity from them, drive their families out that they won't be able to get a house, sleeping out all night in the rain trying to get a house. And those same people can't wait to get into the ballot box and vote for the very people that do it. God blast us for a crowd of stupid idiots. There was a local Fianna Fáil councillor, a local man on the radio there one day, and he said there was 20 million wasted on consultants for the interconnector. Paying consultants to tell them about how to build the interconnector, the North-South Interconnector, when the proper procedure is the strategic environmental assessment, when those consultants could have been employed to do the SEA with public participation as was required with law and with the right to take a judicial review. This is the mess they are making of our country. And I said again, folks, those of you who support these creeps, God blast you. You're traitors to do this on your environment and the little bit of nature we had left in our country, just to bring in pay the pensions of the teacher funds. You can just imagine these going into the government, meeting the ministers of various things. Oh, minister, we'll do this, and we'll put a wee beehive there, and we'll put there in this, and you let us do this. And we have shareholders all over the world, and you think the shareholders are coming in for the benefit of Ireland. They're in to get profit, to pay a dividend to the pension funds of the UK, of Canada and America and elsewhere, out of the ordinary person's electricity bill, so that we can't get electricity for our houses. What kind of idiots are the Irish people? Comment underneath. We'll see you back. Bye bye.